Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here. I'm here with Coach Katie and we're gonna go over this week's Tabata workout. So for this workout, we're gonna have 5 groups of 2 exercises. You're gonna do each exercise for 20 seconds of hard work, 10 seconds to switch between. You'll do each exercise for 4 sets and we're gonna go through all 5 groupings just 1 time today. You ready to take it?
Ready.
Okay, so we're gonna start out with our ball slings here. So grab one ball, one of our sling balls, reaching high overhead, get as tall as you can. You're reaching for the ceiling, then use your whole body to slam that ball down as hard as you can, sitting back on those heels, using those hips to slam that ball down. The second exercise, you're gonna grab a set of dumbbells here. I suggest you start with something a little bit lighter, on the lighter end for you, and we're gonna throw those dumbbells up to the ceiling as you kick those feet apart. Push that pace on this one. This is where you want to move with some speed. If you need to, you go one leg at a time and take some of that impact out here. You can also get rid of those dumbbells and just do some overhead jacks or traditional jumping jacks as well. From there, we're going to switch it up. We're going to go to our burpees. So grab, you're going to reach for the floor there, kick those feet back, slam those feet outside your hands, then reach up for the ceiling here, exploding up. You can also do the step back burpee, one leg back at a time. You can also do drop squats, jump squats, or air squats, whatever variation you can do well. The second exercise is our plank jack. So you're gonna be on the blue floor. You can pull some blue floor down for this one. Get your feet on those sliders here. And for that plank jack, shoulders over those wrists, strong plank here. Squeeze those glutes, keep those hips nice and stable, and you're just kicking those feet apart and then bringing them back together. You can also go one leg out at a time here. If you want, you can do this without the sliders and just kicking those feet apart the entire time, or just hold that plank for as much time as you need to, or maybe the full 20 seconds. From there, we're going to our drop squats and half kneeling halo. So, for that drop squat that we showed you earlier, kick those feet apart, reach for the ceiling, then straighten all the way up here. We want a tall posture at the top. So you don't want to be bent over when you get to the top. Straighten up on each one. Kick those feet apart, reach for the floor. If you need to take the impact out, you can do some sumo squats, just side to side, reaching for the floor and then straightening up. The second exercise is our half kneeling halo. So you can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell. So we're going to go to our half kneeling position, which means we want our ear over the shoulder, over the hip, over the knee. Katie, squeezing this glute real tight. You want a tall posture. You want that weight to be on that back leg so Katie can actually lift this front leg up off the floor here when she's in the right position. Now, from here, Katie's back foot's flattened out. She's just gonna go around her head with that dumbbell. Notice how the elbow goes high. She gets that kettlebell behind her neck, just opening up. We're gonna get a nice stretch through the shoulders here. We're gonna activate that glute, get a stretch through that hip flexor here as well. So take your time and focus on the quality here, squeezing that back glute nice and tight. You'll do one leg for the first set. When you come back to it, you'll go to the other leg. So you're gonna get 2 sets in on each side for this one. Then we're gonna go to our fourth group of exercises. We're gonna start with our suspension trainer chest press here. So push-up plank position, balls of those feet, moving plank here, deep breath in on the way down, push that air out as you drive back up. Get those knuckles turned down toward the floor. If you're punching forward here, if you need to make this a little bit lighter, you can put one foot forward or step both feet out to make it lighter. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can turn around and get set up under the anchor point. Now this one is a lot of work on those shoulders, so you want to take your time with it. Make sure that you're doing it well. Don't rush if you're really going to challenge yourself in that position. The second exercise is our tricep extension. So we're out into that overhead plank position here. Now Katie's only gonna move through her elbows. Notice how her body moves forward as she goes down. It's like she's trying to touch her ponytail or the back of her head with those hands and then pressing away. This is gonna work those triceps here. So deep breath in, push that air out, squeeze those glutes. If you need to, you put one foot a little further forward so you can really work that full range of motion, only bending at those elbows on this one. Now from there, we're gonna move on to our last set of exercises. We're gonna start with our ISO push-up hold. So this one's gonna take a little bit of time. Okay, so push-up plank position. I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades, get down as low as you can. I want you to be close enough to the floor that if you stuck out your tongue, you can taste the floor. Don't do it though. We clean everything, but just don't do it. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those shoulders. I want you to feel like you're trying to pull those hands together here. Kneecaps pulled up toward the hips. Wall up those abs, and at the end of that 20 seconds, I want you to see if you can try to push yourself back up. This is a lot of work there, folks. This is one of our favorites. The second exercise is our TRX Triple Squat. So step back so those elbows are at your ribs, and for this one we go lunge, lunge, squat. So let those arms extend. Lunge on one leg, lunge on the other, squat with both legs here. If you want, you can add that hop in, so it's lunge, jump, squat, jump here. You can also try doing this without the suspension trainer if you're feeling pretty good on this one. As you're getting tired, though, move to the suspension trainer. Okay, that's our Tabata workout for this week.
It's a good one.
Great job, okay, great.